Andrew. Welcome to the interview. Can you start by introducing yourself?
Hi, my name is Andrew Wilkins. I'm a third-year mining engineering student here at McGill University, and I'm also VP External for the Co-op Mining Engineering Undergraduate Society. I was born and raised here in Montreal. I grew up in Laval, so I attended Laval Senior Academy, and I was in their science stream, which led me to Dawson College later on to take pure and applied sciences, which kind of fueled my love for STEM and why I find myself in engineering today.
Can you describe how mining engineering is built?
Yeah, so it's a 3.5-year program. The first 1 to 2 years, you'll be taking general courses with the other engineering students, but towards the end of your second year and beginning of your third year, you'll start to take more like mining-specific courses. And that's really when the degree gets interesting. It's also a co-op program, so you get 3 4-month co-ops that are factored into your degree as part of the 3.5 years. And there's also 2 streams in mining. There's the international stream and a bilingual stream if you studied in CEGEP. The international stream, which is the main English stream, is largely reserved for people that have done grade 12, mostly out-of-province and international students, whereas those from Quebec who did CEGEP are entered into the bilingual stream, and you actually take some courses later on at Polytechnic University, who we have a partnership with. So the co-op is basically an internship program. What I meant when I said we do 3 co-ops, we have 3 internships spread out through our degree. And each one of them, you basically work an internship at a mining company. It's really good in the sense that you get a lot of experience before you graduate, which makes it really easy to get a job after, because not only do you have 12 months of experience, but you also have experience in probably like 3 different companies.
Would you say that McGill is good at helping you find internships?
I'd say that there are a lot of resources, but you also have to put in a lot of effort yourself. So one of the first courses you take in mining is a course called Mine 200, which is called Introduction to the Mining Industry. And what's interesting is that the tutorials every week are specifically based on career building. So our co-op advisor in the program, her name is Lisa, she's very helpful. If you guys come into mining, consult her because she'll help you out a lot. She's in charge of the tutorials, and she basically every week you'll have like a different topic related to building your career in mining. And so one week you might focus on developing a LinkedIn profile. Another week you might be working on your CV. Another week there will be like mock interviews where you'll get like a real world basically practice interview. These tutorials really help you get ready for a career in mining. But as for finding an internship yourself, there are resources in the sense that you can consult My Future, and Lisa herself sends out a weekly newsletter with all the different co-ops at different companies you can apply for. But there's also an emphasis on like finding co-ops yourself. So you do have to go through the application process with different companies.
How would you describe your homework?
So we are an engineering course, so a lot of the homework we do is sort of like math and physics heavy, but the workload largely depends on the professor. Some of them prefer to give like assignments every now and then, while others try to make their class more project-based, which is interesting because like you get like a real-world example of how a mine can work. So for example, one of the courses we have is called Materials Handling, and you'll have a bunch of mini design projects spread out throughout the semester where you're basically given a mine and you have to design the optimal fleet to get that mine working at max capacity. There's also a very heavy emphasis on group work since it is engineering. You need to know how to work in a group. And yes, mining is a very small program, so I'd say pretty much I'm friends with most of the people in the department. So these group projects are very interesting since you can apply the theory you learned in class into real world problems, and you also get to do them with your friends. So.
Can you name one thing you like and one thing you dislike about your major?
One thing that I really like about mining is that it's a very cool and unique program. You get to travel to places no one else has ever gone, and you get to do things other engineering majors might not be able to do. Like I said before, co-op internships are built into the degree, so you also get to go out and experience what it's like to be a mining engineer. Another thing I like about the program is that it is small, so we have a very communal atmosphere. Everyone's friends with each other. We're on a first-name basis with the professors. Yeah, it's very friendly and knowledgeable. For one thing I dislike, it'd probably be the fact that the degree is split into 2 streams. Like I said earlier, there's the English stream, which is largely reserved for out-of-province and international students, and the bilingual stream, which is where CEGEP students go. It's kind of bad in the sense that you don't get to pick which stream you go to. That's already decided for you based on where you studied. It's pretty unpopular, I'd say, among mining students because we're a very small, very communal degree. What happens is half of your friends will effectively get like banished to Polytechnic University. And it's like, these are the people you see every day. You're friends with all of them, and then, one semester, they're gone. It's pretty unpopular, especially like me. I'm an Anglophone student that grew up here in Quebec, so I only studied in English. So originally I was supposed to go to Polytechnique, but shout out to my academic advisor. He's also one of my professors. He's a very cool guy, and he really helped me out. Basically, he saw that I didn't really have any experience studying at a high level in French, and he helped me transfer into the English stream. It's something to consider if you are a Quebec resident going into mining engineering at McGill University, but it is something that hopefully we can change and make optional in the future.
Can you share one piece of advice to a prospective student in your major?
My number one advice for somebody coming into mining is to get involved. Like I said before, it's a very small community. Everyone knows everyone, basically. And the people that you meet in your year are going to be the people that you end up doing most of your degree with, and the people you take your classes with. And so you largely stick with the same crew throughout your entire degree. And so we really try to emphasize this sense of community in mining. Your classmates basically become your friends. Get involved, I really mean like getting to know your upper years, getting to know your professors, attending networking events. Since mining is a very network-heavy industry, a lot of people get jobs in mining simply because they just know the right person. It's pretty essential to further your career in mining.
Do you find it hard to balance school and your social life?
I wouldn't really say it's hard to balance my social and school life in the sense that the department itself has basically become my social life. And so the friends I've made throughout my 3 years at McGill are the friends I'm still taking my courses with now. And so it's very easy, you see them every day, so it's very easy to keep in touch. It's very easy to work with them, work on homework and projects together. And it's a very communal atmosphere. It's very fun. I enjoy it.
Why did you choose this program, and why did you choose McGill?
The main reason I chose McGill is that simply it's one of the best schools in the world for mining engineering. We have the #1 mining program in all of Canada, and the 3rd best mining program in the world. A mining engineering degree from McGill University will really take you far when you get a job eventually. I originally wanted to study geology since I was really a big fan of like the outdoors and rocks and stuff, but I ended up choosing to go into mining engineering since it's a STEM field, and also due to the fact that the industry is really in desperate need of more mining engineers in the future. It's not a very popular program. There's a large fraction of the industry that's set to retire in the coming years. Canada's really still growing its mining industry, so the industry is going to be in desperate need for more people in mining. And not a lot of people know that, and not a lot of people go into mining. I guess if you ask people why they go into mining, the shameful but honest answer is the money. Most people just won't admit it. Like if you view the other engineering degrees at McGill, and you view the same amount of effort it takes to complete all of them, mining is a very tempting field, both in the sense that your pay is really good. For a more honest and personal answer, the main reason why me and a ton of my friends went into mining is just for the sense of adventure. We get to go to places nobody else ever goes. We get to do things no one else ever does. It's not every engineering degree that gets to fly to the middle of nowhere and blow things up. Every summer, people come back from their co-ops with incredibly cool stories to share about the amazing experiences they did. I've had friends mine coal in the Rockies, drive 400-ton trucks in Alberta. Some of them mine iron in the high Arctic, and others mine salt on the beaches of the Atlantic in Nova Scotia. So yeah, you really get a cool experience.
What do you plan on doing after this degree?
I plan to work full-time after my degree, and I really just kind of end up wherever the wind takes me, basically. A lot of times people go back to work at the companies they did their co-ops at, so that's a possibility for me in the future, or I might look for new companies. As of yet, I don't really have any concrete plans once I graduate, but I do plan to work full-time. As for like the master's program, it's not really popular in the sense that, we have a really good master's program. It's just that the job prospects in the industry are so good that most people don't stay to do a master's. A lot of them would rather just go into the field and work full-time immediately. But yeah, as for me, I still have an 8-month internship coming up. So I'm going to go there, I'm going to get involved, see which domains in mining I really like, and then hopefully once I graduate, I can pursue a full-time career in the domain that I enjoy.
I have one last question. Yep. How has your experience been in class, in a mining class? How's the vibe?
So honestly, it's amazing, I find. Like I said earlier, all my classmates are my friends, basically. The professors know pretty much each and every one of us on a first-name basis. You kind of go to class, you look around, you know everyone in the room. So it's kind of like, imagine doing an entire degree with your friends. It's a very small community. Everyone knows each other. We have really good professors at McGill University. They're some of the best in the world, and each one will focus on a different specialty in mining. So some might focus on like drill and blast, rock mechanics, mine planning, mine design. materials handling, ventilation, and you really see the passion each teacher has for their specific domain. We get a really good introduction to the theory around all of these domains, and we also get to apply it through projects and assignments, and hopefully even on our co-ops as well.
Well, that's it for the interview, Andrew. Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you for having me.